This is everybody. This is Joshua Cuylar. Journey of a basketball player. Currently, I'm in Germany, and I've played a total of 6 games. Well, 7 games, including a local cup game. My team right now are last place in our series. I play in a league called Oberliga, which is, I believe, the 6th league in Germany. And the whole objective for me to come over here was to move the team up to regional league. You know, for the next season. Last season they were pretty good, but the team has been hampered with a lot of injuries. A lot of players have left the team since last year, and they never really got off to a good start. So I was supposed to come over here along with, another couple Americans, also players, and we was trying to turn things around. When I first got here, let me touch bases. The first time I got here, it was a Friday. We had a game Saturday, so I got to practice with the guys. Another player that's out here, his name is Ronell Grant, very good player. We linked up. We're on the same team for Osterreiler TV 1893. We ended up playing Saturday. Practice one time, played one time on the team, and we ended up playing our rivals. We ended up losing by 2. I caught a cramp like somewhere between the 3rd quarter, and that kind of like shifted momentum, and they ended up stealing the game. Also, that game was kind of crazy because the bad calls in the beginning kind of put that team up. My second game. No, what happened after that was I went to a practice out in Dusseldorf for Art Dusseldorf with Ronell, just to practice, and he ended up switching teams. So I only got to play with Ronell for 1 game, but it was a privilege and honor to play with him. Like I said, he's a good player. And I wish him the best of luck in his basketball future. We always keep in contact. We hang out. Since we're like the only ones. I stay in a city called Duisburg. He stays in a city called Dusseldorf. By train, it's like 20 minutes. So he's not that far, by train and everything. So this whole past week I've been out there, just hanging out with him. We're about to go on break pretty soon. My second game, I played against, we played a team called Camp Linford. Now, we played them at home. They're a pretty good team. One of the guys, his brother played on the team. He was a starting center. And pretty much, I had to get the team going because basically we were getting blown out. And for the time being, I was the only one that could score, and I actually caught a technical foul because the player, I guess he pushed me and they caught a foul on me. Well, the player was arm guarding, and they caught a foul on me, and I asked the ref, I'm like, well, he arm guarded me, and that's how I said it, and he called technical. I'm like, for what? And he's like, it's a tech because you're not supposed to say that. So, as an American out here, man, I done played in the leagues, I done played in Chile and stuff like that. So, I'm used to the physical play. But, even the refs, I'm even used to the bad calls. You understand? But, this took it to a whole nother level. I've never heard anything like that before. You're not supposed to talk or anything. Germany, they're more quiet. You understand? If a person talks, it's like they look at you weird. Because it's like a bunch of people are like robots, and they're not used to people talking to them. So it's kind of crazy. And you know, for basketball, it's not a quiet game. You understand? In the States, guys are gonna talk. You're gonna talk to the refs. Hey, ref, you know, this and this. He pushed me, whatever. You know, just to get a feel for the game, so the ref will know next time. Hey, let me just look out for it next time. But here, this is not the case. You understand? As American players, you know, I get a lot of calls. Like my majority of my fouls, I'm not really in foul trouble. So I might get a foul for blocking the ball, and the ref will call a block. Even if I blocked it clean, he will call it, and I'm like, where's the foul at? Well, you hit. I'm like, I didn't touch him. You understand? You was just surprised that I was going to get the ball. You understand? Like, majority of my blocks, you'll see it in my game films. Majority of the blocks that I get, they're surprised that I could get the ball that high. They're like, oh, I didn't know he was that long, or I didn't know he was going to jump and actually get the ball and touch it. You understand? They thought I was going to be sticking to the ground, and that's not the case. So, like I said, even the scouts and the agents, or you know, the teams, whoever, the decision makers, hey, just if you look at the film, you'll see. Also, you know, we end up losing badly to that team. They played second regional Liga last year, and then they went down. They're probably, I think they're the first place team, so they're probably gonna go back up. But with that team, they only go up and down. The thing with stuff like that is these teams, they don't get Americans. For second regional Liga, you're supposed to have, if you want an American player, you have to actually give him residency for Germany. I'm kind of like on a temporary permit, because I'm on like a traveler's permit. So what that means is as Americans, we have 90 days to stay in the country, and then after the 90th day, we got to leave. So we can leave to go to another country like Italy or Spain, but we have to leave the contents of Germany. And if it's for 1 day or 2 days, whatever, then we could come back and we get another 90 days of a stay. You understand? Since I don't really have a visa. So with this league, I'm able to play like that. Now, if I was to go up a level, I have to get residency, and then I'll have to get something like they'll have to put it in contracts, you know, that they reported to the police that, you know, I play for this team, so they had to pay me such and such amount of money so I could play there. And most of the teams, they don't like doing that. But you see, with that being said, you know, those are the teams that go up and down. They might be the strongest in their section, and then they go down, they go up, and then when they play the best of those guys, they're like the last place team or second to last place team. So it kind of sucks that it's like that, and it's kind of, to me, it's kind of stupid, because, you know, they still want to move up, but it's like they don't want to pay the money. So, you know, for the guys that are already out here with the visa, they're more than likely to get it. You know, German players more than likely to get it, or they just get a European player. That being said, the next team we played was, what was it? We played them. Then we played Mülheim. And the Mülheim game, we played them in Mülheim at their house. I missed my first 2 shots, and I hit my last 11. So it was kind of crazy. Well, this is the first half. And I had like 22 points in the first half. So, you know, I kept it going. The second half, like I said, I play like a combo guard, and then I also play like the wing. So I'm like 1, 2, 3. So, you know, it's everybody gets thrown at me. You understand? I get point guards thrown at me. I get the 2 guys thrown at me. The 3 guys thrown at me. The forwards, they come out. I even get centers thrown at me. So it's like everybody's on the court guarding me, on top of the double team and the triple team and you know, things of that nature. You know, especially when you're scoring and you're an American. So the second half, I couldn't score, and it wasn't really like, I want to say it wasn't because of, you know, my ability. It was just because they don't play real defense. You understand? Like, to be manhandled, like, no, you're not going nowhere. You understand? If you do this and then tell the guy I can't go nowhere, it's like, bro, that's not defense. You understand? Like, I don't have the ball, and if I don't have the ball's on the other side. No, you can't go to that spot. That's crazy. I don't have the ball, so I'm not a threat. So it was like I couldn't even get to a spot to be effective. You understand? So I'll have to throw up some crazy shot. Like, if I didn't get the ball coming down, I would have to, you know, shoot it. That's how the only way I could do it. I get the ball on the rebound, come down, make a move, shoot, and that's it. So it's kind of crazy. Like, I couldn't cut. I couldn't, you know, even get to a set play where, you know, guys are in their spot. Like, we couldn't even run the play because I couldn't get to the spot where I need to be at for the play to start up. So it'll look a lot mumbled and jumbled. We end up losing that game also. Then we played Colt Sport Wuppertal, and most of these games we were kind of close. Muehlheim, we were down by 1 by halftime, and then we end up letting slip away. Some of these games were getting really close, you know, to win, and just let them slip away. Colt Sport Wuppertal was the same. You know, we let them get close, and then they took a game from us at our home gym, and on the second half, you know, we'll play them at their gym. Then we had a team against Essen, ETB Essen, their second team. That's a Pro A team. So their second team plays in Oberliga, and pretty much I didn't get to play that game because I got lost to the gym, and I got, you know, my coach was like very mad at me, but it's not my fault. I don't think it's my fault, but he thinks it's my fault because, you know, I'm supposed to be there early. But at the same time, you know, this is my first time in Germany. You understand? It's my first time in Essen. I had to take the train. Then I had to take the bus. Nobody could pick me up. The gym was only 5 minutes away from the train station, which was crazy. And nobody could pick me up. And on top of that, you know, after they gave me the directions, I didn't get like a clear-cut address. So it was crazy. It was like the gym, like you take the 46 and then you get off here at this, and then the gym is 500 meters, and I'm like, well, is it 500 meters north, south, east, west? You understand? Like, just because it's 500 meters, you know, you got to tell me the direction. You know, you're gonna make a right and just go all the way down, or, you know, this and that. In the States, it's kind of different. You understand? Like, my coach, you know, if he's a foreign player, like, I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna take him to, you know, the gym that he needs to be at. You understand? So it's very, very different. You know, I can't tell him, hey man, you gotta be here in Los Angeles, and he could be in a bad part of LA and don't know. You understand? And somebody come and rob him, or somebody, you know, has a gun and shoot him or something like that. You understand? Or beat him up, or take his wallet or something. So, like, with us, you know, it's like as, you know, we got more compassion, and these guys, they ain't got no compassion. You understand? Like, I have no compassion. Sometimes they have no consideration, and it kind of sucks, but that's the way it is, I guess. That's their mindset. So I mean, it's kind of crazy. So I didn't get to play that game. I ended up getting there like the second half because I was lost for a whole hour, like going around in circles, and I almost gave up. And then a handball team came and said, "Hey, yeah, we're playing at this gym." And I looked and I was like, "Are you sure?" And I went to that spot and I didn't see nobody. And then all of a sudden, there's a game in here, and I'm like, "Wow, this is awesome." And they were in the game, and if I would have been there, we probably would have stole that game there and won. You know, who knows? But I was kind of mad at myself, and you know, I was just, you know, angry at the situation with the whole, with everything, just period. You know, like, you know, my coach, he didn't want to talk to me, and you know, at the end of the day, we're men, so you know, to talk to me and get everything out in the air, I just didn't understand it. And that's another thing. Sometimes, like, the Germans, they might not want to talk to you or something like that. And I don't, you know, we don't really reciprocate like that. But, I mean, if it's out in the air and we're men, then we talk. If there's a problem, we talk about it, let's squash it, and let's nip it in the bud. They hold on to a grudge. And, you know, I really think that's really, I call it feminine, because, you know, women really do that, and a real man don't really, you know, try to hold on to a grudge over something, you know, something small or something silly. You know, even back in the States, man, you understand, even in Cali or something like that, you know, if we got an issue with a person, we got an issue. If you gonna fight, we fight, bam. You know, knuckle up, bam, 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 bam. Hey, man, if you want his issue again, we fight again, bam, 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 bam. Hey, you good, you good. Whatever the case is, squash it, bam. He goes his way, he go that way. You understand? If they don't like each other. If y'all friends or your family or whatever, bam, bam, bam. Issue, bam. Fight, get it out. Understand? Y'all talk, hash it. At the end of the day, family, your blood, whatever, your friends. And that's how we handle it. You understand? Now, like I said, we're grown men. You know, I can't fight these guys. I'm not going to fight them because, you know, I'm doing something professional, career-wise. So, it's, you know, better for us to talk it out as men than to keep on it as a grudge. So, that being said, we played TG Dusseldorf last weekend. We lost by 8 points. I had 22. 12 rebounds, 5 blocks, 4 assists. No, 4 steals, 3 assists. And that was, you know, a good game for me, but it just put me in my mind perspective. I told myself I wanted to score the minimum 22 points, and I scored, you know, what I wanted to average. Yesterday we had a game, and we played against, what is the team? BC3 Grevenbroich 2. They got a regional Liga team in the first regional Liga. And they're pretty, I think there might be like the top 4, top 5 team out of 12 teams in regional Liga. I think either top 3 or something like that. But their team is pretty decent. I dropped 30 piece on them. 30 piece means 30 points. Dropped 30 points on them. You know, I gave them chicken waffles, licked my fingers, even though we lost. You know, I can't do so much. And how it works with me is, it's either I have to do a lot on the team, it's either I have to score a lot, and then I still got to do everything else. So it kind of falls on me. So sometimes the German players, you know, my teammates, they might get mad at me for taking a shot or doing this and that, or they might not pass me the ball and then we don't score, and I'm like, bro, I'm in the post, you know, I'm one of the best, I'm the best guy on the team. Said point blank period, I'm the best guy on the team. Everybody on the team, I'll run through them. You understand? And they still don't pass me the ball. So it's kind of crazy, you know, and knowing that, that I'm like one of the best guys, you would think that they would pass me the ball a little bit more in the positions that I like it. If I don't hit the shot, I don't hit the shot. But sometimes I'm like wide open and they still don't pass the ball. And, I just like, it's crazy. But I still give them the ball. I'm not selfish. I try to get them adjusted because with me, I have to score. I have to play defense. I got to rebound. You understand? Our defense is not the best. And what's crazy is, they ask me, you know how to play the zone defense? And I'm like, do y'all know how to play zone defense? Because we over rotate. We don't stay in our zone. So if one guy is over here, they don't like to get to that corner, then they make the other guy goes, and then one of us got to rotate, and then when they throw the ball to the other side, the guy that's supposed to already be over there, because that's his corner, his section, his zone, he has to run back all the way down there and close out. And by that time, the person already shoot a three because the closeout is so late, or they get pinned down by a screen. So it's kind of crazy. Bad. Our point guard situation ain't the best either. We don't really have too much of a ball handler. And Ronell was that guy that was the ball handler because he's a point guard. So, he has the vision, he has the handle, he has the moves to get by somebody and just, get them on. For the second half, hopefully my boy Kai come over here. Maybe he'll play on our team. I'm not sure, and then that'll release some pressure off of me and I can work more things off the ball or coming off the screen or, just do a lot less to help the team a little bit more so we can win games and create. I got to create for guys also. If I don't create, then sometimes it's stagnant and that's pretty much what it is. It is. That's it. I was just saying it's stagnant. Defense is stagnant. We're going to break. The Christmas break is around the corner. Christmas is actually this week. It's Sunday, so it's actually this week for us. And I get to fly back home to California, and then probably home to Vegas, where I normally reside, and then I get to do some fun things, hopefully with my sons and my kids. The season's dedicated to them, really, and I just want to keep on going. My overall impression of Germany, the architecture in the city, it's kind of boring. Like when you look at it, it's dull. It's no color. The people in the subway are kind of rude. You get some racist guys too. I almost got into a fight on the train, and that was kind of crazy. But for the most part, the people, they normally stay to themselves. If you do something out of whack, that's like they look at you. Like when I bob my head and I sing out loud my music because I'm listening to it, on my headphones, they're like, wow, like and I might say skirt, they're like, oh, skirt, they might play around. Like the younger people play around, but the older ones, they like, look, like, what? And then when I start talking, they're like, I thought he was African, or they might think I'm from Germany. I'm like, nah, I don't speak German. Sorry, you understand? So it's kind of funny, So, but the people that you get to know, like that you're around in a normal basis, my teammates are very nice. The club is actually getting better as far as being welcoming. It's not like, where I were before, where they try to welcome you and, keep you close-knit. It's not like that. It's kind of like, yay, hey Josh, but, they're not very inviting. You understand? It's not very, like the top's not very, inviting. My teammates, they're, I want to say they're very nice. And, you know, I mean, compared to my other teammates that I had, you know, they might, hey, come over for a barbecue, stuff like that. I mean, they ask. We have some guys that they you know, they say, you know, we could do it. We just haven't, you know, did it yet. But, you know, it was, you know, a suggestion from one guy, you know, two guys. But, I mean, I kind of understand because Germany, you know how these guys make friends. I guess it's hard for them to make friends, so they might not talk to somebody for. They might have known somebody for 5 years, and then it takes them 5 years to talk to a person, and that person they make like be friends for like 15 years. Then they get friends. But it took 5 years for them to talk to that person, and they might have seen that person, you know, for 5 years straight. So it's kind of crazy, and you know, that being said, you know, to be welcoming is kind of, it's different, you know, like everywhere else, you know, y'all want to be welcoming, y'all want to be, you know, that's why all the American players, you know, hey man, like sticking together, even Ronell, I stick together with Ronell, even though we're not on the same team, it's just because, you know, he's American, I'm American, and, you know, we might not have known each other for a long time, but, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we're both American. So, you know, I'm not trying to do anything to get over on him. He's not trying to do anything to get over on me. And we're trying to, you know, keep each other company. And you know, we talk the same language. And we're able to, you know, communicate and just have fun with each other. You know, if we have something like an issue, he could talk to me. I have an issue, I talk to him. It's kind of like therapy. You know, sometimes you can't talk. You might talk to somebody, you know, else, and they don't know your situation, or they don't see the standpoint as you, because some of these guys, they just think one way, that's it, that's the way, that's how it goes. And, you know, there are some people that are closed-minded, you know, I'm open-minded, so I see it as yours direction, I might see it in my direction, I might see it as his direction, so it's kind of crazy. What else? Oh, yeah, coaching. Coaching. I coach I practice. I'm a practice leader. That's what my contract says. I'm a practice leader. So I have 3 teams that I practice with, and then there's 2 teams that I really kind of coach. So, or 3 teams, or whatever, 3, 4 teams, whatever. But I play on the first team. I coach the under 18 squad, and our season is pretty much canceled for the time being because the organization canceled it, and we won our last game by like 40 points. So it's kind of crazy. Also, I coach the under 14. Coach the under 14 squad, and for the most part, those guys, they are my headache schedule. Hold on. Let me get back to you. You understand? So those are my headache squad. That's my headache squad. And for the most part, they give me a headache because they think they're nice, and they're really not that good as they think they are. You understand? If they go to the States, these guys would be getting crushed. They might not even score a point. If they play against an excellent squad, they're not scoring at all. And it was kind of crazy because we played yesterday, and I'm getting to them, and getting through their minds a little bit more. But, you know, they got a lot of energy, but they don't expend their energy. So it's like, to me, about effort. I care more about effort than winning. And, you know, that being said, you know, if you give me all your effort, then we're going to win. You understand? Or even if we don't win, as long as you gave it your all, then I'm cool with that. Whether we win, lose, draw, whatever the case is. Now, if you don't give me all your effort, then that's when we have a problem, and that's when you're going to come out the game and sit on a nice little bench, and the next player, and he might not be as talented as some of the guys, but he might be playing hard, and that's all I want, you to play hard. And he's going to take that opportunity to play hard and take the playing time just to play. So, with that being said, you know, we had my head coach from our team. Was also the under 14 squad coach, and we got two different philosophies. And you know, he'll not argue, but yell from the sideline. You know, like he's coaching, and you know, when I coach, I don't. You know, I mean, I'm not saying it's not, you know, good or bad, whatever the case is, but you know, just let me coach. You understand? And that's all I wanted. Like, just let me coach. As far as the games, we played 4 games, 3-1. That's with all my squads. Under 14 2, we won. My under 14, the first team, we just won. My under 18 squad, we played 2 games. We only lost by 8 points. 1 game, and I came late, and we beat the other team by like 40 points or something like that. So it was a good victory that day. But they listen. Everybody get better. And you know, it's kind of different because they're older, so they're gonna listen and they want to get better. And you know, we play like we need to play, you know. So I'm just trying to get, you know, my under 14 squad to understand the same, you know, philosophies. Hey, when we do the skill work, you got to go hard in the skill work, and then afterward we're able to play. Basketball's supposed to be fun. It is. You understand? Running, keep on running, that's not fun. You understand? But you know, if we get through the drills that we need to do, then they could play a little bit more games, or we could play, you know, one-on-one games like the King of the Hill and the violation and stuff like that. So, no, validation, that's it, violation. Validation, we play a game called validation, or bump. They call it bump, we call it knockout back in the States. Or even let them play 21. You understand? These guys is just, it's a one-on-one game. These guys will play against each other. These guys will play against each other. And it's just one-on-one. The first one to 21 wins. You understand? I don't think they even know this game 21. Because it's kind of crazy. I don't even, they're like, what's that? You know? And you're like, well, we play 21 back in the States. In Chicago, they call it 32, whatever the case is. But, you know, we play it. You understand? So, like, basketball in Germany, I want to say, it's getting bigger. You understand? The top leagues, you know, getting more exposure, more money, stuff like that. It's becoming, I guess, known. They say top 5 in Europe. I don't think it's top 5 in Europe. Maybe top 10. Because only reason I say it, you know, they probably think it's, you know, just money-wise, the generation of the money. And they pay on time, stuff like that out here. I just still feel like the level of play is better in the main countries, like Spain, Italy, Greece, Turkey, and Spain, Italy, Greece, Turkey, and Russia. You could throw Russia in there. I still think they play, to me, at a high level. You understand? France, you know, Russia and France could be like 5A, 5B. It doesn't matter. And then, to me, still, you know, then I add maybe Germany. Who else? Like Lithuania, because they play tough. And they play hard. Lithuania. Serbia, and who would be my 10th? Serbia, and probably maybe, I don't know, Ukraine. Well, Ukraine this year is kind of down. Israel, because they have Israel. Israel would be 10. You know, they'd be somewhere in the mix, because it's all tough to me, in the money, whatever the case is. And if I had to pick like Israeli league versus German league, you understand? 3 teams. More talent. I'll say it's around the same. Around the same. You know. Germany would be like top 10. Just period. It'd be in the top 10. And I mean, there's nothing, you know, wrong for the league. It's just, I don't think it's top 5. I think those guys, the leagues that, you know, Turkey, they play in Turkey. You understand? These guys, they have a lot of leagues out here, and it's kind of crazy. I think it's like 10 leagues, because you have BBL, you got Pro A, you got Pro B, you got First Regional Liga, you got Second Regional Liga, you got Oberliga, that's the league I played in. You got Landesliga. You got, and with these 2 leagues, Oberliga and Landesliga, you can have as many imports as you want. It don't matter. And then you go down to Berserk Liga. They can have as many imports as they want. Bayern Liga, which they the same thing. Christ League is the last league. So, you know, if you're playing in that last league, that's our second men's team. You have no option but to go up, because you can't go down. You can only go up. So, at 10 leagues, and you can see the difference, like between the kids and the camp, like the kids and the Germans, the German players. You understand, like the nationals. To be a very good German national, you're going to be BBL. So they play like NBBL, JBBL, you know, things of that nature. You understand? So those guys, they're pretty good, you know. But if you're still talking about an American cat, a German, and then an American, the American guy, you know, if you're talking along the same lines, like their top and our top, I'm taking the American guy anyway, because like we said, we're more athletic, we're more faster, quicker, stronger. You understand? We play basketball. You understand? For some reason, I don't think Europeans don't think Americans play basketball, even though we invented the game. It's kind of crazy. You understand? So, like even here, like my friend, he played in a cup game, and his team was surprised that he was, you know, scored as many points as he did. And it's like, with us as an American guy, like, okay, I mean, every league's going to be physical, so if you go up a league, it's just going to get more physical. You understand? The talent, it might jump a little bit, but it's not much. You understand? And with us, it's like, if we're killing, we know we're killing, it's just going to get a little bit easier, because we get to play with guys that could play a little bit more. So that being said, we don't probably have to do as much scoring as we did, because we have to score so much because the talent isn't good. So then it kind of evens out. You understand, as you move up to leagues. Now the BBL, like they could say it's NBA. It's true. You know, you got Brose, you got Bayern Munich, you got Alba Berlin. Those are top. You know, they play Euro League, Euro Cup, and then you got 3-4 other teams that play Euro Cup, Euro Challenge. No, Euro Cup, and then you got the Euro Challenge. You got those guys that play that, or the FIBA Euro Cup. That's what they call it now. The Euro Cup, and then you got FIBA Europe Cup. So that was the Euro Challenge, and now they call it FIBA Europe Cup. And they did a whole match. So a lot of these countries now, like Kosovo and stuff, are able to play in this cup, and it kind of helps the development of basketball within certain regions that didn't have opportunity to play in the cup. Now they have opportunity to play in the cup, like Ireland and Kosovo and you know, countries of that nature and stuff like that. So Portugal was another one. Their top team got to play in the Euro Cup, and you know, it gets to develop more and more. You understand? It gives them more exposure. So that being what else said. That being said, like people are surprised. They're like, "Oh, I didn't know you could play." Like, but I played Division II. What do you mean you didn't know I could play? You understand? Like the coaches, they'll say something like that. What do you mean? You understand? Because if you don't have an agent, then they don't think you could play. Somebody to validate you, or if they got to see with their own eyes. You know, you got to kill everybody in the gym. And then after you kill everybody in the gym, that's just the gym, maybe the practice. Then you got to go in the game, kill everybody in practice, and then they might say, "Oh yeah, you could play." What do you mean? I just killed your best players. I killed everybody. I'm the best guy in here. Oh, I didn't know you could play like that. You understand? So, to me, it's funny. That's why I don't really think Germany is a basketball. It's not really a basketball country. Even with all the leagues, it's still not a basketball country. Because, you know, this is more for, like, recreation. You know, guys to get out the house. Guys play Oberliga because the government says, hey, man, for some time you have to have some kind of recreation time. You know, so you can pick a sport and you play, you know, whatever. And that's what you do. So, you know, you can pick any sport. We want to play basketball. Okay, we play basketball. And that's where this league is what's called. It's basically, Oberliga is like a group of friends playing. And, you know, for the most part it's not FIBA, but it is recognized by the German Basketball Federation. So, that being said, and they go by the book, which is kind of crazy, because I'm like, this is not FIBA, but they still go by the book. But it's not FIBA rules. It's not FIBA rules until you like first regional league, I believe. Yeah, first regional league, maybe second regional league. But you know, that's why it's kind of crazy. So you really can't camp out in the paint. You get to call 3 seconds, stuff like that. It's just little things, you know. With the guarding. Like, you know, in FIBA you can actually move your arm and close them off, bam, so they won't get the ball and you won't be caught a foul. You understand? Here you do it. Well, if I do it, it's a foul. If the German guy does it, it's all good. So it's funny. I want to say the Germans, what they really lack is good point guards. Good point guards. That's why American point guards come over here and they're more dominant and they kill, because the point guard position is a position they lack. They lack pretty much every position, because you know, we're stronger, faster, whatever the case is. So it's more, I say it's more technical and skills. Like, you know, that won't surprise me, you know, to find a good shooter, but like, what the other skills? Can they drive to the basket? Can they do this? They have probably a skill set of one thing, and you know, dribbling the ball and stuff like that. They don't, you know, they might not be good at dribbling the ball and handling pressure or any of that. You understand? So it's kind of redundant. Like me, I'm just all around player. You understand? I rebound very good. If that was going to be like a skill set that I have, is I rebound at a high level, a lot of rebounds. You understand? So I get a lot of offensive boards, you know, for my size, and I get a lot of defensive boards for my size. You know, I'm averaging like 10 rebounds a game, and that's like no coincidence. It's just because I do the basics, boxing out, and stuff like that. So it's I don't want to say out here they don't like where I'm playing now. It's, you know, mainly should be fundamentally. The fundamentals is the biggest thing in Europe, but they don't have. It's more out here robotic. You know, they go this way, shoot, A B, shoot, pass, whatever. You know, drive, pass, shoot. You understand? So, you know, as like the import players, we bring more athleticism, we bring more craftiness, we bring more everything. And I mean, when I mean import players, I mean everybody that's not German. You understand? Like even the Croatians, the Serbians, Lithuanians. You understand? We bring more, you know, like an edge to the game, more style to the game. I want to say in Germany. So, other than that, you know, it's overall Germany. If I have to rate it on A, B, C, you know, whatever, D, E, D, F, whatever, I give Germany maybe a C. I give it C. You know, right now, you know, for this first half, I give it a C. Average. You know, the food is good. It's also cheap. So it's not bad. You know, the people. Well, let me say, the people that you know they're good. The people that are off the street, you know, not so good. You know, like I said, rude or whatever the case is. But you do have some nice people. I mean, not everybody was rude. I have met some people off the street that were nice and, you know, welcoming and stuff like that. But they might not have been, you know, like German or something like that. Like fully German might be something else. But I have met some German guys that are nice also. So, you know, I'm just getting prepared to go home. And need to regenerate my mind. I just thank God for this opportunity. You know, I prayed to Him last night, and you know He's been answering my prayers and you know helping me through my situation. You know, all this time. So you know, all thanks be to God. And you know, I'm just gonna take this time, like I said, regenerate my mind. My focus, you know, get ready for this the second half, this long haul, second half of the season, because like my whole goal is to go from Europe to South America or Latin America and play basketball down there, and then maybe come back to Europe and play or something like that, or I could even play in Australia or Asia, something like that, just somewhere the second half of the season, you know, and make some cool money. That's my whole objective, and then, you know, play somewhere else for the next year, you know, have my eyes set on like Italy or Spain, something like that, of that nature. Would I play in Germany again? If you ask me in this section for like the next year, not really, but if something happened like money wise and my situation was better, I'll be open to it. It just depends on the situation. You know, do I want to play in somewhere warmer, somewhere where they play basketball, somewhere where I am able to have access to a gym, because that's a big thing I hear. You only practice twice a week, and then that's it. Like, you can't even practice on your own, you know. So it's pretty much, I do 4 days. I get 1 day to myself, and I have 4 days or maybe 5 or 6 days where I'm just dealing with basketball related stuff, but I'm still not, you know, I'm still not playing at a high clip. So like I said, I'm getting in basketball form. That's why I'm able to score so much these past couple games, because, you know, I made myself get in the gym. And plus those guys, they haven't been in the gym for 2 weeks, and I'm the only one in the gym. So, you know, we haven't practiced for 2 weeks with the team, and I'm the only one that practicing. So, you know, I'm getting my conditioning right and stuff like that. So, it's going well. Shout outs to, I want to take a shout out to Kai King for giving me an opportunity, or getting me in connection with a person to get over here. Shout out to Ronell Grant, you know, for being a good friend over here in Germany. Shout out to Kim Hogel. That's the place I'm staying at. I'm staying at her house, being welcoming. Shout outs to Kicks for letting me practice with the Art Dusseldorf Landesliga team. I very appreciate it. Shout outs to Darlene, JoJo, you know, the girls that they've been taking care of me. You know, trying to handle my situation, trying to translate stuff that, you know, I might not understand. Shout outs to the team, Osterrather, the guys on the team, Patrick, Jules, Sammy, Niels, Finn, Pascal, you know, shout outs to the coach, the management, you know, just for the opportunity. Shout outs to, who else? Shout outs to my family, you know, for sticking behind me, and for supporting me. Shout outs, you know, to everybody that's, you know, friends, you know, all my friends, true friends that hit me up on Facebook. You know, I appreciate everything that y'all say and do. You understand? I'm also looking for all the guys. You know, see my boy Joshua is playing in Spain from Verb. You know, V House, we in the house. Cheney's playing down in Argentina. You know, it's good to see guys. My boy Matt Shaw is playing over in, is it Ukraine? He's in the Ukraine. He's playing in the Ukraine this season in the FIBA Europe Cup. Shout out to him. Amir is playing for the Boston Celtics. Shout out to that guy, Amir Johnson. Just everybody, man. Garrett, my boy Garrett, I met him from the China tour. Lawrence, all those guys from the China tour that I met. And, you know, Keith Bowman, he's playing over in Bosnia. Shout outs to him. Also Chris Faber, he's just playing for Soroki Promoka, which is top team, one of the top teams in Bosnia. You know, everybody that's overseas doing the grind. If I talk to you, Jonathan Bentley, you know, agent. If I talk to y'all guys or whatever the case is, you know, I appreciate everybody. You know, from the bottom of my heart. And just stay in tune. There might be, you know, many surprises the second half of the season. You know, just continue the journey. This is the journey of a basketball player. Joshua Cuylar. Peace. Here we are, journey of a basketball player. I'm about to get ready to fly home. I'm at Frankfurt Airport. Flying home for the holidays. I can't wait. No. And I'll just give you a, option. I had to take a train. Take 2 trains. You know, I stay in Duisburg, so I took 2 trains. Took one to Dusseldorf, and then jumped on the ICE train because I wasn't sure what train I got on. And then
take it straight to here at Frankfurt. But like I said, this is my third time. This is my third time in this airport. Oh, fourth time. 1, 2, 3. No, third time. No, fourth time. Fourth time. Fourth time. Fourth time in this airport. I've been to Frankfurt 1, 2 before. Third was the last time. Fourth. This is fourth time. So, like I said, flying out. Give you a picture of the planes. That's the plane right there. Zoom in. It's the plane right there. And like I said, just flying in for the holidays. I gotta fly from Frankfurt to Dallas, and then from Dallas to LAX. And I'm supposed to land at 7:11. Hopefully, tomorrow I could do more, get some good food in. Haven't went to sleep. I've been up since yesterday. So I've been up 24 hours. I don't go to sleep. Like playing day, never go to sleep. So I've been up since yesterday at the same time, at 9 o'clock. And now it's 9 o'clock here. So 24 hours. I'm probably still going to be up like 26, 27. Get on the plane, fall asleep. Hopefully the remainder of the ride or half. And then watch movies for the remaining half or whatever the case is. But it's going along pretty well. You understand? I exchanged my money. The crazy thing about exchanging my money is I'm thinking, the euro is worth more than the American dollar, but then when you convert it and they take their tax off, it's like the same. So, luckily, I came back with almost the same. So I'm not really tripping on that anyway. I pack light. Of course, I got the big bag at the crib, and the camera and the tripod and stuff. So I'm all packed up at the house. Everything's zip tight back at the crib. This bag, I got just a bunch of stuff that I'm about to take back and put in my storage. And then in here I got like some shoes. Like I'm not really wearing these ones for the season, so I'm about to bring back, my LeBrons, and just, probably wear those. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wear those. Probably wear the LeBrons. I might bring back my other second pair. I might bring back some Chucks or something like that. I might just do that or something. I got those in the Vans. I got some Vans in here. I got the laptop. So, shout outs to everybody that's grinding. Shout out to everybody that's overseas. Ooh, I know overseas right now. Matt Shaw's in Ukraine. Chris Faber's in Bosnia. Joshua White, he's in Spain. Good stuff, Josh. Who else? Matt Peeble, he's in Italy. Terrace is with him too. Y'all have a happy holidays, guys. Who else, man? Oh, Ronell Grant, he's overseas. Shout out to my boy Ronell. Just grinding. We just trying to go hard for the second half. Like I said, man, it's a grind. Like, this basketball grind is a grind. So, we're trying to grind hard, trying to get everything situated, and get everything going, get off the ground, get our careers jump started again and energized. I'm about to put out this new film where I dropped 30 piece, and then I'm about to put out a highlight, and then I'm about to do the highlights for this, the journey of a basketball player. So be on the lookout for this on YouTube and Facebook and all of that. I might even I'm probably even gonna start up my own athletes page, so guys can follow me on the athletes page, and just to follow the journey, follow everything. But like I said, stay in tune for the second half of the season. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I have some ideas, of what I want to do. So right now, it's just going on the execution, executing my plan, executing, the goals at hand and stuff like that. It's not a dream. I can't say I have a hoop dream because I'm living it. So it's reality. And that's what people got to understand. People say, man, you still chasing your hoop dream. I'm like, it's not a hoop dream if you're living it. It's reality. If I'm dreaming, I'm sleeping, dreaming. You understand? I can't dream it if I'm living it. So, you got to make it a reality for those guys still grinding. Shout out to my boy Garrett. That's in training camp. Kill them dudes over there and get on that roster, man. And then next season you could probably be over here in a better league than what I'm playing in, or somewhere else, man. What else I want to say? Shout outs to everybody at Osterrather. I appreciate the love. I appreciate being part of the team and the family. Shout outs to the family that's hosting me, Kim and kids and JoJo and all of them, man. Dennis and Darlene and Alex and Millie and everybody that I ran in contact with. Kicks, I appreciate him too, letting me upload stuff. For the most part, like I said, it's a journey. Stay tuned. I'm probably going to show some more when I touch down. And when I touch down, my favorite song, you might hear my favorite song, Return at the Mac, and we got Return at the Mac, we got. So, oh yeah, shout out to Malika Green, Jonathan Bentley. I'm gonna see him when I get there, but shout out to Malika for doing your thing, girl. I just was talking on the phone with you. Now I'm shouting you out on the camera. Hopefully when I get back, I could see your film and edit it or something like that, and we could do something. Dropbox it or something like that. So, stay in tune for the journey. Flying out, American Airlines. Living life, third time in Germany, first time living here, and what else? Yeah, first time living here, third time in Germany. So, passport stuff is getting stamped up, baby. You understand? I'm excited just to be home, just to be here on time. I'm just happy. It's a blessing, and I just thank God for it every day. Stay in tune. It's the journey of a basketball player. Peace.